Most people think OMAD or one meal a day is just about skipping lunch to lose weight, but over 30 days, your body undergoes a radical transformation that ranges from deep cellular cleaning to surprising changes in your very bone structure. If you're curious about what actually happens inside your veins and your brain when you stop eating for 23 hours a day, you need to see the data. In the United States, we are living through a massive obesity epidemic. According to research published by St. John's University, roughly 13% of the world qualifies as obese, and nearly 40% of the world is overweight. For many Americans, the standard 3 square meals a day just isn't working anymore. That's why extreme intermittent fasting, specifically the OMAD protocol, has exploded in popularity. But is it safe? In this video, we're going to look at clinical research and peer-reviewed journals to see exactly what happens to your body over a 30-day OMAD journey. We'll explore the metabolic switch that turns your body into a fat-burning machine, the autophagy process that acts like a vacuum cleaner for your cells, and the serious warnings scientists have recently discovered about bone loss. By the end of this, you'll know if this is a revolutionary health hack or a dangerous shortcut you should avoid. The first 72 hours, the hunger hurdle when you start OMAD on day 1, your body is in for a total shock. For years, you've likely conditioned your system to expect fuel every few hours. When that doesn't happen, your stomach begins to pump out a hormone called ghrelin. In a narrative review published in the journal Diet Factor, researchers explain that ghrelin is your hunger hormone, which sends a direct signal to your brain that it's time to eat. Interestingly, researchers at the University of Home Economics found that because of our body's natural biological clock, ghrelin typically peaks in the evening. This is why if you're a late-night snacker, day 1 to day 3 will feel like an uphill battle against your own biology. But here is the surprising part. Your body is incredibly adaptable. Clinical observations shared by the I Wanna Burn Fat research group suggest that by day 7, your body begins to calibrate. And that constant gnawing hunger in the morning often vanishes as your hormones adjust to the new schedule. During this initial phase, your body is also performing what scientists call a metabolic switch. Since you aren't providing new calories, your system must burn through its stored glycogen, which is just stored sugar in your liver and muscles. According to predictive modeling published by Annex Publishers, this switch happens around the 12-hour mark of your fast. At this point, your body releases energy to your organs and begins to transition into burning stored fat for fuel. Week 2. The cellular cleanup. By the time you reach the second week of eating one meal a day, something fascinating happens at the microscopic level. It's called autophagy. The word autophagy comes from the Greek for self-eating. In a study published in the Journal of Biostatistics and Biometric Applications, scientists describe autophagy as a vital survival mechanism. This is where your body identifies damaged proteins and old cell parts and breaks them down to recycle them into new, healthy components. Think of it like a house renovation for your body. Instead of letting cellular trash pile up, which can contribute to inflammation and even diseases like Alzheimer's, OMAD forces your body to take out the garbage. Researchers explain that while the process begins early, the full-blown onset of autophagy typically incepts around 18 hours of fasting. This is also the point where many people report a mental fog lifting. The I Wanna Burn Fat study notes that participants often experience more mental clarity by day 14 because the body has adapted to using ketones, a very efficient fuel source for the brain, during the fasted morning hours. However, there's a catch. Registered dietitian Aleli Elizabeth Magdabe warns in a recent report for Metro. Style that our bodies aren't naturally built to accommodate all our nutritional needs in one single sitting. If your one meal is just fast food, you're essentially cleaning the house with autophagy, but then filling it back up with junk, the moment you eat. Week 3. The weight loss and the bone warning. By week 3, the scale is definitely going to move. Research published by the International Journal of Creative Research Thoughts shows that when most people use intermittent fasting, they naturally end up in a calorie deficit because it's difficult to eat a full day's worth of food in 1 hour. A 2020 meta-analysis found that this type of fasting significantly reduces body mass index and waist circumference. But this is where we have to talk about a hidden side effect that many people ignore. A 2024 study published in the journal JCI Insight looked at what happens to human bones during prolonged fasting. The researchers, including Dr. Pona Fazeli at the University of Pittsburgh, found that after just a few days of fasting, a marker of bone formation called P1NP decreased significantly. Even more surprising, they discovered a surge in an amino acid called methionine. While methionine is an essential nutrient, Dr. Fazeli's team found that a massive surge of it during fasting can actually drive anti-bone responses. This led to the remodeling of bone microarchitecture in as little as 10 days. Essentially, while you are losing fat, your body might also be remodeling your bones in a way that could lead to bone loss over the long term. This is why experts recommend medical supervision if you plan to do OMAD for more than a few days, especially if you have existing bone health concerns. Week 4. The sugar trap and insulin response as you head into the final days of your 30-day challenge. There's one more metabolic hurdle you need to know about. It involves how your body handles that one big meal. Scientists at Nourished by Science explain that our insulin production works like a factory with a warehouse attached. Usually, your pancreas keeps a burst of pre-formed insulin in the warehouse ready to go the second you eat carbs. This is called the first phase insulin response. But solid evidence reviewed by Dr. Mario Kratz shows that following OMAD can actually reduce this first phase insulin response. When you fast for 23 hours every day, your warehouse can become empty. When you finally sit down for that massive meal, your body doesn't have that immediate insulin burst ready, which can cause your blood sugar to spike much higher than normal. This means that even though you are fasting, you might be temporarily making your body less efficient at processing sugar. To avoid this, experts suggest that if you must do OMAD, you should make your one meal lower in carbohydrates and higher in healthy fats and proteins to keep those sugar spikes under control. Myth versus fact. Let's clear up some common misconceptions about the 30-day OMAD journey using the latest data. Myth Hag 1. You will automatically lose muscle mass. Fact. Researchers found that if you continue lifting weights and prioritize high-protein intake during your one meal, you can actually see your body getting leaner and stronger. The I Wanna Burn Fat study suggests that protein prioritization is the key to maintaining muscle while fasting. Myth #2. OMAD is the best way to lose weight. Fact. A longitudinal study published in Nutrition, Metabolism, and Cardiovascular Diseases followed participants for a full year and found that while intermittent fasting works, it was not significantly better than standard calorie counting. It's just a different tool to help people control their appetite. Myth #3. Everyone should try it for a reset. Fact. The International Journal of Creative Research Thoughts warns that OMAD is not for everyone. Specifically, pregnant women, children, and those with a history of disordered eating should avoid it. Also, medical experts share that for people with type 2 diabetes. OMAD can cause dangerous dips in blood sugar if not closely monitored by a doctor. So, if you're still thinking about trying this, what's the professional verdict? Nutritionist Aleli Elizabeth Magdabe suggests that a less extreme approach, like 16-8 fasting, is often much safer. It carries fewer risks of nutrient deficiency and muscle loss while still providing many of the same metabolic benefits. However, if you are committed to a 30-day challenge, Here is the professional advice for success. 1. Hydrate properly. Research published in ijcrt.org emphasizes that you must drink zero-calorie beverages like water, tea, or black coffee during your fast to keep your energy up and your kidneys functioning well. 2. Follow the Pingang Pinoy rule. Nutritionists recommend your one plate should be balanced. Half of it should be vegetables and fruits, 1/3 whole grains, and the rest healthy protein. 3. Listen to your body. The Center for Discovery warns that if you feel dizzy, experience extreme gut distress, or your mood takes a nosedive, you should break the fast immediately. No challenge is worth damaging your health. So, what have we learned? The first week is a mental game. Your hunger hormones like ghrelin will adapt, but those first 3 days are the hardest. Autophagy is real. By the 18-hour mark, your body is performing deep cellular cleaning, which can help with inflammation. Watch your bones and sugar. A 2024 study in JCI Insight shows that fasting surges methionine, which can impact bone density, and research reviewed by Nourished by Science shows it can reduce your immediate insulin response. Weight loss is inevitable, but it's mostly due to a natural calorie deficit, not some secret biological magic. Eating one meal a day for 30 days is a powerful experience that can show you just how much your body is capable of. It proves that you don't need to be a slave to the snack clock. But it's also a high-performance tool that can cause damage if used incorrectly. As the experts at Nourished by Science put it, don't let perfect be the enemy of the good if OMAD feels too extreme. A 16-hour fast still offers incredible health benefits without the same risks to your bones and blood sugar. If you found this research-backed breakdown helpful, hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Have you ever tried OMAD or even a 24-hour fast? Drop a comment below and let me know how day 3 felt for you. Did the hunger actually go away? And if you want more deep dives into the science of your body, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.